What's up everybody, and welcome to a off-schedule video from Bricks and Toys. Usually I don't release videos on odd days of the month. If I do, it's probably a store haul or it's a stupid meme TikTok thing that I decided to post up to stay current and try to be a little unserious for once. So with the theme of all of that, today's video is going to be kind of loose. My hair is up. My clothes are drabby because I'm not taking this video all that serious. The point of today's video is to continue to let you guys in on the Garage MOC. This Garage MOC had a lot of comments from all of you guys and a lot of nice words and a lot of views compared to other things that I've done that are not vlogs, store hauls, and other things that I've done. Because of that, I just wanted to do an odd day schedule of just doing some work to it. Last time, we just talked about it, and you guys responded really well to it, so I actually have a bag of parts, and we're not going to talk too much. We're just going to open this up, and besides this, I have some silver or some light bluish gray plating that I might need to use. 2x2 over here, 1x1s of different colors. I might need some of those. Down over here, I have a whole pocket full of all types of brick. I'm not sure what I'm going to need over there. And then in this bag, we have another bag. It's a bag in a bag, everybody. And then we're going to open up this bag, and we're going to have some of the extra stuff to make the garage doors. The way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to bring you guys in, and I'm going to actually do the time lapse while I'm live on this camera. I plan on putting in about 40 minutes worth of work to put these pieces in. Now, what these pieces should be the remaining factor in deciding small things like, do I need the supports in the back of the garage door rails? I have them supported up, through the top, but do I need the extra support? Because that support is there because it takes so much pressure to pull and open that door. Well, in this bag, I have more rollers to get that door to work. We'll go over and we'll get that installed. I also have the rest of the pieces to fill in all of the gap. So if I'm being 100% exact, we can take this roof off and just throw it. No, we're not going to throw the roof. But we are just going to set it aside because I have no parts ordered for this. And now I got to fix it and build it up some more. Yeah, that sucked, but that part didn't matter anyway, because that was just to show you on the last video the direction I was going. So we're just gonna, it's broken anyway at this point. So let's just go ahead and we're just going to try to finish getting the rest of the top of this building built so I can focus more on what I need to do to finish this lower half. And then once the lower half is done, I'll come back and do the roof. Then once the roof's done, we'll do landscaping and basic stuff like that. The meat and potatoes of a building like this is the bottom part. So let's do some work, everybody. Starting this project off, one of my biggest areas of focus is going to be this door. Now, as you guys seen here in the back, I have these supports. I would like to take those out, but I have to force this door with so much that it would just crumble if I did not have those there. So we're going to pick up and immediately dive into working on the door. I have a lot of parts just for the door alone because it's a big worry of mine if it's going to work or not. So to get the door off, we're just going to take off these top pieces that I have for the top of the rail, and then we're just going to slide it out. Ta-da, done. We're looking at the door here, and I just want to inspect everything because one of the issues I'm having is I did try to stretch out these prongs for the clips, and now they're a little bit too loosey-goosey because one of the other issues I'm having is getting this door to flex 100% correctly. It wants to stick. I don't know why these pins are so darn tight, but they are. I've almost thought about taking a drill and just drilling out some plastic, but I thought if I drilled them too much, they're not going to want to click in and stay secured. But at the same time, stretching them didn't work either. So it's a work in progress. So let's just go ahead, let's just click on these brackets. Okay, now that we have our brackets installed, we need our gray friction pins, because gray is more loose. So we're going to pop those in. Then last but not least, we need our wheels, or rolling pins, whatever you want to call these, cylinder sized type pieces. So we were only missing 3 on each side as far as the rollers, and I don't know if that would cause as big of a malfunction as it did. So let's immediately hop in and let's test. Okay, that's better, but you can see how it's still binding. That's what makes this so tricky to try to troubleshoot, is I just want to be able to pull it. Oh, maybe, nope, it just got stuck. And then I just blew the whole door apart, pulling on it too hard. So now before I put these pieces in, I want to take out those. So dark gray is not the color I want to be using on these visual parts. I want to be using a light gray. Unfortunately, I had 1x8s and I ordered 1x6s to replace it, but that's an easy swap out. It still works. So with that, now we're all locked back in the way that we were when we started this. And see, this is the problem. It's jamming. And then if that's not messed up, it literally comes apart because I overstretched the pins. No matter what I do, I feel like the door is going to be a hassle. At this particular point, I just want to look out there and be like, if anybody has an idea, please drop it down below and let me know your suggestions. On to the next suggestion of pulling out these support pillars in the rear. It does make it really flimsy, and it actually just crumbles. So I don't know if we're going to be able to run it without the full support. Let's try to get it to go. I mean, that does work. We're just going to say the rear supports are on a probation. We'll keep it in mind to delete them if possible, but if not, we're going to have to keep them in. So I'm going to keep it in for now, because if it's working, it's working. So that's the door. Now let's take some time and let's actually finish doing the surrounds of the building. So I want to take off all these temporary pieces that I put in, because all that matters is this actual layer at this particular point. So I'm going to want to hop in here and just put these 2x2s all the way around with the front facing snots on them. So now I have my ring of the front facing snots to put those last 2x2 stud tiles on the front of. Now I just need to do one more around to get rid of that castle-like look with just using a basic 2x2 white just to fill in those blanks. Okay, so now as you guys can see, it looks less like a castle. Now, unfortunately, when you use a lot of 1x4 and 2x2 type of brick, you run out of math really quick. And what I mean is, you get sections that can easily break off in a hole like that. Now, I have redesigned this building several times to try to interlock everything, but unfortunately, these last few sections, they had so many of their own issues that I just got to the point of, let's lock it in the best we can with a 1x6 that's offset, and let's hope for the best. So in this case, this whole piece wants to come out. So we'll go 2 studs back, and that'll lock that piece in. And we're just going to keep going, and that'll lock the rest of it in up there. And we're just going to continue this trend all the way around. Okay, so now we have our flat, even surface. It's starting to look normal now, right, guys? I want to go over and I want to cover everything with gray 1x8 and 1x6 with the 1x2 jumpers. Now, the reason I'm doing this is so you know between the rain gutter type piece that I put on and this color of piece, that's where the roof separates from the building. I want it to be blatantly obvious where it comes apart. So I'm going to put my first two jumpers about 4 studs in, and then just use actual normal ones to fill in that space. And another round of jumpers on each side, and we're just going to start laying down some 1x8s. Okay, so it seems that I have failed to bring in the 1x2s that I need to put here and here. I have those in my storage of my parts. But now we can come around here. We can finish putting the tiling on the back. And that completes all the tiling in the back. These are the 2 parts I got to go and get. It's looking pretty complete, right, everybody? Minus the interior details. It's looking like what it's supposed to look like. I do want to kind of tile off these pieces here on the inside for the railing. So I will need a few more of those 1x2 tiles that I mentioned earlier. So I could put 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, another 1 and 1 over here, and then a 1x1 on each side, then with a slope coming down to finish that off. We'll do that here in a second. Other than that, we're looking pretty good, everybody, for what we need to do in this episode. So I have my last few remaining pieces for this episode. Let's just go ahead, let's get them installed so you guys can see that finished up. And there we go. We now have a general building ready for a roof with nice jumpers and everything. The only thing that we don't have that's not nice is the fact that our garage door is as problematic as it is. But honestly, if this is the way that I have to show it, I'm perfectly okay with that. So before I let you go, I'm not sure how much you guys could see with the camera angle. This is the finished work that we have on the garage rail supports. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm ready to take out these pieces on the side yet. I do want them gone, and another user commented in and said that I should take them out as well, and I definitely agree. And we also got all of this all complete, as well as the rest of the corrugated siding that I was trying to replicate all around the sides. So minus some landscaping, some interior detail, floor tiling, lifts, furniture, etc., this building is pretty much complete. The only thing I might have to do from here is actually take a little bit of this wall off, or maybe I'll just put it onto the red beam instead. But I am going to have to put some maybe 4 2x4 plates in a row to kind of make a big flat screen TV that goes up on the wall. Plus, there's going to be other things like maybe hoods, wheels, tires that I'm going to want to hang on the walls as well. That will require me to kind of take it apart a little bit and replace some pieces so I can implement those pieces. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of finishing the building. It feels really good to have the basic 4 walls and a roll-up door. Now, I want to focus on getting the rest of the interior details done, and then when that's done, we can go back to the roof. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this quick little rando video. I didn't put a lot of production, a lot of thought into this. I just figured, you know what? I got the parts in just a few moments ago. Let's just make a quick rando video. It is what it is. It comes out how it comes out. It's not even on my schedule. It's just a little surprise for all of you guys, so you guys can see me do some mock work. If you guys want to keep this train going and see me doing mock work like this, engage with the video. As usual, if you guys do want to support the channel, there's two ways of doing it. There's a little link right down below. That's a thanks link. When you click that, you guys can leave a small donation. Helps pay for the Lego, for the mock, and all the craziness behind me. If that's not your jam, you guys can just hit that subscribe button and follow along. With everything else, you guys can share this video with your friends and other videos. Right now, we're in the middle of all the March 1st stuff when this comes out. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little oddball and engage with it. And I will keep doing rando videos about the mock. Thank you so much for your support on the last video. I appreciate you all for tuning into this video. If you have any suggestions on the door, on how to get it to fold up easier without me having to use two hands, please comment down below, because I would like to get rid of those rear supports to allow more floor space in the garage. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Y'all have a good one.